and welcome to my video on how the Expiring Courses Widget Powerup can help you increase your Thinkific course sales. In this video, I want to share with you and give you an overview of the Expiring Courses Powerup, which is one of the many power-ups from Thinkific expert Rob Galvin. And so if you are unfamiliar with these power-ups and are just starting familiar with them through these videos, well, I'll put a link in the description below and you can go to the website and learn more about these power-ups. So these power-ups are really awesome in the sense that they really allow you to enhance your Thinkific experience. They help you retain your customers and they help you increase your course sales. So the whole concept behind this power-up is that one of the many challenges for any kind of course creator business is that oftentimes we will offer courses as part of a membership, or we'll offer courses as part of a free preview. And the biggest challenge, what happens is that when you offer a course as a free preview or during a limited time membership, during a subscription period, people will watch the course and then they'll forget until they receive an email from you that their access is going to expire. Now, there's nothing wrong with sending an email reminder letting students know that their access is about to expire, but in an age where, in a time where email marketing is at its peak, marketing in an era and in a time where email marketing is very common now, people are inundated with emails, and your email you could also definitely try to, play with different subject lines and tweak the email, but oftentimes it's still a recurring issue. This is where this power-up comes in really handy, especially because it sits right in and can be added right into the student dashboard. And so what I love about this power-up is that you can set it up the way you set up the other power-ups, and it's very easy. There's no code, but it allows you to really personalize and tailor your message that the course access is about to expire. So you can get a preview here, and this is what it looks like on the front end. And now I want to show you what it looks like when you're actually in the back end setting. Before I go into the demo, I want to remind anyone who's watching this that when you're trying to set up a power-up, always do it on a staging theme, and I'll include a link at the end to the video on how to stage a theme so that you can test it out and make sure it looks right before you're actually making it live. The reason why I emphasize this, and I say this often and I repeat myself, is that when you stage your theme, you have an opportunity to test and play as many times as you like. It's endless without affecting the live site. Now this gives you an opportunity to really take your time with this power-up and not rush into setting it up. Oftentimes it's so exciting with these power-ups to set them up that we go right in to set them up. And it's really important to take our talk do our due diligence, and really understand what the problem that we're trying to solve is. And as a emphasis, as I talk about what problem are we trying to solve, this power-up really solves the problem of letting your students know that their access is about to expire, because it shows up as a really cool and very effective and personalized pop-up. So let's take a look at this power-up. So I am already in my site builder, and so if you're following along, go ahead and get right into your site builder under Design Your Site. And we are going to look for the student dashboard page, and this is a page which is underneath your default pages. And so anytime you're looking for student dashboard, that is one of the many default pages that you will find in your Thinkific site. And so now you can see I've already added some sections to the site to customize the way it looks so that it's not the same look that anyone would have when they go to another Thinkific site. And so one of the things that you'll want to do is look for this Expiring Courses widget. And so to do that, you would just click on Add Section, and then we can type in Expiring. And so you can see the Expiring Courses widget shows up. And the cool thing is that this is for use on the student dashboard only, because the idea is really to let students who are already enrolled in the course that their access is about to expire soon. So then once you see this, make sure you click on it and select it. I've already taken care of that so that we don't have to go through this step on the video. And then I'm going to click on it to see and show you all the different ways that this box can be customized. And so this is one of the many widget styles. I think avatar, the one I've selected here, is avatar and text. And so you might wonder, what is avatar? Avatar, is that like a character? The idea really behind avatar is really to define who we are. So this is coming from me as the owner of this business and this course to let you know, hey, I want to let you know your access is about to expire soon. And you also want to make sure you check on this enable this box because that's the only way that this will show up. And then the neat thing is this power up can be set up in different ways, in different colors, so you can really match the design of this power up to the rest of your theme and the rest of your pages so that it's a very consistent look. And I highly recommend you think through and work with someone on the colors, because when this is consistent with the rest of your site, people do feel like they're getting a very uniform experience from you. And so that is there's 9 different options. So this is avatar and text, and you can just choose text. The idea is there's 9 different styles, so you really want to play with the different styles, but think about what style really best serves your purpose, what style really best meets your goals. So this is a little bit more simpler. I personally think this is great, but wouldn't be for my business because I don't find text very personalized. I find it very plain, and so I would personally, if this were me, choose the image with avatar or avatar and text. So let's just take a look at the image with avatar to show you a little bit of the distinction between the different widget styles. And so I've selected image with avatar, and then you'll see here this is image with avatar, and so it gives you my avatar, which I've set below, and then an image that I can choose to customize. And so the cool thing is a pop-up image I can choose. I can upload one. There is a default one, but you just want to make sure that it's consistent here. They even give you the image dimension so that if you want a very personalized experience and very personalized image, you can add like a logo or a banner, whatever you think here that really represents your business. And then the avatar heading, that's where you see my name, and then I put the owner of this business, or you could even say instructor. And so you can definitely play with the different headings and styles of the widget to really meet the needs of your students and letting them know that their access is about to expire. And then the cool thing I want to also let you know is that you can even have this show up on the course card, so that when students are logged in and they see your course card, it will have a notification to say your access is going to expire in 7 days. And so that's what's really powerful about this power up, is there are lots of different ways to customize and tailor this so that you're really enhancing the experience for your students and really making sure it's very personalized and very tailored. And so that's what I really like about this power up. It's very important and very useful. It's a very good supplement in addition to sending out an email, because my students are already logged in. They're watching my material, and this is just a pop-up that's very gentle and it's not intrusive, and it says, hey, just want to let you know your access is about to expire soon. And so here you'll see that there's a comma here, and this is where the name, I'm in my site builder, so you don't see it now, but if I logged out and showed you what it's like as a student, you can see that this will have my name on it, so that it is even more personalized than just a message that, hey, your access is about to expire soon. So I'm just going to click save. And then I want to show you a couple other things, and then at the end I'll give you the preview of what it's like as a student who's logged into this course. And so the location right now is here on the right hand side of my screen, and I can choose from different options such as top left, top right is what I have right now, bottom, which would be more in the corner of my page versus just at the side of my page. And so that's what's really neat, is that this has a slightly different variation in how it pops up onto your screen. So that is bottom, and then we can take a look at bottom left to show you what it looks like on the other side of my screen. And we'll wait for it to load. It is a bit slow, but it is loading, so just be patient. So just give me a minute. I'm just going to click on save afterwards, and see, as you can see, so as we see, it is showing up here on the bottom left of my page, and I'm going to click on save because I like it here in the bottom left. The most important thing is not about bottom left, bottom top, or top left. It's really about what you think. And I would even just check to see if people are clicking on this, to see if people are finding a specific location. You can even ask students, is it too invasive? Is it too intrusive? Just to understand where the best placement and optimal placement is. And then the other cool thing about this widget is how often you want it to show up. So right now it's set to show up within it's set to the days of the expiration days before the course is about to expire. And so I can choose, do I always want it to show up, or do I only want it to show up certain days before? And so this is where you want to think through. I think personally, always can be a little bit annoying, because if a student is in the early days of the course, they don't want to be reminded they only have 7 days left. Now you may think that is important, because then they don't forget that the course is a limited period of time, but it can also feel intrusive and not a very positive user experience. So everything that you customize and design here you should always think about, it's always best to keep in mind the user experience and how this supports and enhances the experience. And then the cool thing is I can set the timing, so there's a default of 2 seconds, but I can go all the way as 0 seconds, all the way up to 10. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we can even have this show up on the course card. So we can add a text message that says expiring, and we can even change it to add a little bit of a kind of urgency, to say with an exclamation mark, and say you will no longer have access to this material. And you can just kind of play with the text to customize and play with the language. And then you can decide on an animation. Do you want it to shake? Do you want it to bounce, pulse, whatever? Or you want no animation? So remember, everything has to be accounted for in terms of your user experience, in terms of what your students like and what the student experience looks like for your business. And then the cool thing I want to show you last, which I've disabled, is the sound. I disabled the sound because when I had the sound on, the volume was very loud. I unintentionally didn't realize that, and so I had a bit of a shock because the sound was just giving me a bit of a jolt. And so you can choose to play sound and choose from the different sounds. Like I said, you can choose to play with the different sounds or have no sound at all. It really is up to you and what you know about your students and what you think they respond to and what do you think really resonates with them. Because if you think sound is going to be fun and they're going to find it cool and they're going to resonate with it, then go ahead and do it. But if your students find it annoying and bothersome and it causes them to have a very negative experience, then that is something you don't want to do. So now I'm just going to click save, and then I'm going to give you a preview of what this looks like as a student signed into a course. So just give me a sec. Okay, so now I am logged in as a student and you can see how personalized that the message and the widget has been customized. You can see now that as I've logged into this course that I have a message that says, hey, I want to let you know it's such a bummer, but your access to this course is about to expire. And then it'll let me know how many courses I have. And then the cool thing is that there is a call to action, so this will then be taking me to a checkout page where I can continue to renew my subscription, renew my access to that course. So that's just the cool thing about this, is that it's really personalized. My name auto-populates, so I don't really have to do a whole lot of work except to focus on the messaging. And so I wanted to go back and show you one thing about the redirect, which I think I didn't talk about enough in the previous video. I want to now show you the call to action, which is here, which is super crucial, that I think that I felt like I glossed over. So now I am back in my site builder, and I wanted to show you the call to action, which is this button right here. I forgot to speak about so I wanted to come back and speak about this call to action button, because it's really, so like I said, you can personalize and customize the messaging, and then the name will auto-populate the name that the person has chosen to enter when they sign up for an account. And the call to action is really where you have so many different opportunities to increase sales and retain your customers. You can change the button text. You can take them to a checkout page. So I want to take them to the checkout page for the Launch Your Online Course. So let me look for that one in here. And then it'll take me when they click on this button, this will take them to the checkout page so they can continue watching this course. Because maybe I've given them a 7-day free trial, but now their trial has expired and they can continue to watch the course if they pay the $100 for this course. And then the other option you have besides doing a checkout page is sending them to the course page. So maybe their access is expired, and instead of sending them to the checkout page, maybe you want to send them to a course page, or you want to send them to a different bundle. So there's a lot of different options to play with. Important thing I want to say is if you decide to use a checkout page outside of Thinkific, you can also enter a custom URL. So if you use ClickFunnels or Lead Pages or some other external site builder for a checkout page, you can enter this URL here, and so regardless of what URL, whether it's in Thinkific or whether it's outside of Thinkific, when they click on this call to action button, it will take them to that external link. So that is the Expiring Courses Powerup in a nutshell. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, feedback. Love to hear from you. Thanks again.